One. Huge news. We're doing it live. What's up, Huge Goose fam? How we doing tonight, Goose Troop? We ready to see some bullshit? You ready to see something fucking dumb? I am. Hello, hello, hello. Eve, nice to see you. Tom, Connor, Jay, what's up? Hello. Unfortunately, that's what I'm saying. Been goosing. That's what I like to hear. Been goosing. Got that goose in me.
You got your stream audio doubled?
Oh. What do you mean by that? Stream audio doubled. Double bubble toil and trouble. Am I sounding doubled? Twice as huge as normal? In the sound department? Doesn't sound doubled to me? All right, good. I really haven't done anything that would make it that way. So maybe you have two outputs going on. User error, skill issue. Get good at watching stream. Listen, I'm just trying so hard to fix my eyebrow. That's good. That'll work. My hair, I slept on my hair wet, so everything is like sticking crazy. That's our first bit of huge news. Not that huge, but it is news. I'm doing well. Oh, thank you. Wow, studio assistant has come in with the little... Is this for an eyebrow?
Yes.
Incredible. Is this going to make it a color? Do I need to be careful not to get it on my skin?
It's just
Wax?
wax.
Eyebrow
Eyebrow wax.
wax?
It's dried. There's nothing on there.
Yeah, no smell. Sorry. I went to school for this shit.
Bella had two tabs open.
Bella had two tabs open. Incredible. Love it. I love it when you're trying to troubleshoot and it's just something real dumb and easy like that. I do that shit all the time. Check it out, fam. We are at $801 or 32% of the way through our goal of $2,500. Insane. And that, of course, is on the Shave the Mullet Fund. We're getting close. We actually are about, I've been kind of keeping up with the math as the days go in. We are right on track. If we keep it up at this pace, like we were at 25% on our way through the goal, at exactly 25% of the way through the month. And we're basically, I think we're a little bit ahead. So that's good. That's good if you want my mullet shaved. And I guess technically I do because I want the camera. Hey Ty, should I play as a dark elf, a wood elf, or a Nord in Skyrim? Dark elf for sure. Yeah, I prefer the dark elf.
You have to use your fingers because your audio's muted.
Oh, 1. Ivy, that's a 1. Will you put that in the chat? Glad my ADHD let me remember to make the live. Me too, honestly. That's how I've been feeling every day. Glad I remembered to do this shit. Wow, this is our first huge news live. I've been planning on doing these. And there's now enough news to react to that is recent. You know, for better or worse, shit's happening. Do be happening. Boo, wood elves are cooler. They are pretty cool, but I think dark elves are the coolest. Definitely not a Nord. My word. That's bad vibes, in my opinion. But they look pretty badass. I mean, they are like Viking-ass dudes. Half wood elf, half dark elf. Yeah. And half Nord. Yeah, Nords are cringe. Foxboy, I'm a bad goose. I haven't been keeping up with the lives.
Mr. Electric, send him to the principal's office.
That's fine. You're here now, and that's what counts. Appreciate you coming by. All right. Any other huge news before we get into the huge news? Krusty, you have something to share with the class?
I do not. I will leave it hidden.
Brain rot for real, going crazy. That's true. All right. Let's go. Let's jump right into the news. Boom. The NAIA essentially bans transgender athletes from women's sports. So this is our first huge news of the day. Hey, Clackle.
I told you.
All right, she told me. Our first news story is a national ban on trans women, specifically trans women, from college sports. Jackie sends in with the $10. Oh my God, starting it up early. Let's go. Thank you so much. That is huge. I'm going to have to put your name back up here. Thank you. Welcome back to me screaming. That's so right. So the National Association, this is, before we get started, this is the ESPN website. Shouts out. Here it is. The National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, the governing body for mostly small colleges, announced a policy Monday that all but bans transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. It does ban transgender athletes, but only specifically trans women. So trans men can compete, and that's nice, with the men, but trans women are banned. So we don't love that. The NAIA Council of Presidents. How many fucking presidents do you need, bro? Get your shit together. You're going to be doing goofy shit like that. You can't kick trans people out. That just doesn't make sense. Oh, I guess the presidents of each of the colleges. It defeats the purpose. I mean, everyone can't be whatever. I stand by what I said. Approve the policy in a 20-0 vote. President of dumb, more like it. Which oversees 83,000 athletes at schools across the country, believed to be the first college sports organization to take such a step. It's a step in the wrong direction. Hey, yo, Eve, thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. Oh my God, so many new geese in the gaggle right now. You guys make sure, if you just got a gifted membership, come on over to the Discord. It is so lit. We have like 70 people in there now. It is popping off and it's very fun. And, we're gaming together. We're having all sorts of stuff. Memes, pictures of your pets. Love seeing those. Lots of really, really lovely conversations. I'm so enjoying being in there with everyone. Jackie sins, are you shitting me right now? This is wild. Oh my God, we got 20 gifted memberships on top of the 10 that were just gifted. 30 gifted memberships. So that means when I add those, because those are going to go towards the Mullet Fund. Holy crap, look at the chat right now. So I don't have alerts on the huge news tab of what I've been, of my streaming software. I don't have the alerts on here. If I did, it would be just constant alien sound 30 times in a row. Probably best that we don't have that on for this, but incredible. Gagged at the gaggle. That is so true. How many people are even in the chat? I have no idea. We got 130 something watching. So quite a few. My word. Bro, you guys are insane. Yes, everybody tell Jackie and Eve thank you. Because you've now been gifted a membership. and you can come join the Discord. Hell yeah. And of course, you can use the new emojis. We got goose emojis, we got blahaj, we got all sorts of stuff. As a trans femme person, I've experienced this firsthand. When I wanted to play for my college's women rugby team a few years ago, I was told I could be a male practice player. That's so fucked. To be fair, it was before I started HRT. I guess that's more understandable. Yeah, because a lot of the regulations have to do with, like, you have to be on hormones for the NCAA. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've looked into the regulations, but there are like different organizations have regulations, and most of them require hormones. But yeah, that still sucks. I mean, you don't want to be discluded from playing sports.
Can you change the color of the chat? It's white on white.
Can I change the color of the chat? No, not that I know of. Let me see if let's take a moment, a brief intermission, and change the chat color. Oh yeah, I can. I'm just dumb. It literally didn't work. Okay. Now it should. Now it's just not even. Okay. Oh, it had to like restart itself. All right, chat. I want to make this a little smaller. Yeah. I'll just scoot this over a bit. Sorry, folks. When we're doing it live, it's a little messy, a little rusty. So this just happened, like yesterday or the day before. This trans ban. And unfortunately, when we see stuff like this, it tends to, when one of these types of things pass, more tend to follow. So we don't love it. So just to get in, let's read a little bit more on this article. According to the transgender participation policy, all athletes may participate in male sports, but only athletes whose biological sex assigned at birth is female and who have not begun hormone therapy will be allowed to participate in women's sports. So it's like, I don't know. Krusty, what are you giggling about over there?
There was a transphobe in the chat, and the chat alerted me, and then I got him, I yeeted him, and Bunny Skeleton said, Long John is gone John, because his name was Long John.
His name was Long John? Nice, thank you. Cheers to you, Krusty. Thank you so much for being the mod, for handling that shit. Thank you, chat, for being on top of that. We do not tolerate it. Zero tolerance policy for transphobia. Why would you even be doing that shit here? So, here's a little bit of an opinion time. It focuses so much on overestimating the difference between like male and female abilities and hormones. It's like people really do think that testosterone just is the Hulk juice. It's fucking super cyan. I don't even know. But it you know, the studies we've seen, it reminds me of those cis men who think that they genuinely think that they could beat professional elite female athletes in their sports. Like all those dudes who were like, yeah, I could beat Serena Williams in a game of tennis. Like, are you sure about that? You couldn't. You don't, like, not even an athlete, just a guy, like an office job dude. It's bullshit. So I I have some other. Oh my, no way, bro. I'm not making an account. All right, so that happened. That was announced, and luckily, something nice that we can talk about. A coach, a South Carolina coach, was then asked about it in an interview, and had this to say. So this is Coach Dawn Staley. Staley? I don't know. But she was asked at a press conference about this, about trans athletes. Hey, yo, Violetta, incredible. Thank you so much for joining the gaggle. Welcome. Make sure to come over to the Discord. Send us pictures of your pets. So Dan Zakscheski, I asked South Carolina head coach Dawn Staley if she supports transgender women, in parentheses, biological males. Whoa, what's going on? I clicked it. Playing women's college basketball. Sounds like a loaded question to me. When you put biological males in quotes, it seems like you're looking for a specific answer. I don't know. It's just a little alarm bells going off. Personally, from what I've experienced, but who knows? Let's see. Let's watch this and see what she has to say.
Coach, you just talked about, what a massive weekend this is, obviously, for women's basketball, women's sports in general. One of the major issues facing women's sports right now is the discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes.
One of the major issues facing women's sports is the debate about including transgender athletes. Yeah. Like, that is incredibly loaded. That is not a major issue facing women's sports, right? I can think of a few other actual issues facing women's sports, like unequal pay, like creeps and harassment and shit. Probably, yeah, lack of funding, exactly. But okay, no. One of the biggest issues that women's sports is faced with right now is whether or not they should let trans people be there. The fuck? They'll do anything to ignore the actual problems. Exactly. Lack of resources and lack of respect. Absolutely. All right, let's keep going.
Biological males in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue. Males in women's sports right now is the discussion topic about the inclusion of transgender athletes, biological males in women's sports. I was wondering if you would tell me your position on that issue.
See?
Damn, you got deep on me, didn't you? I'm under the opinion of if you're a woman, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman and you want to play sports or vice versa, you should be able to play. That's my opinion. You want me to go deeper?
Boom. There we go. And dude, of course, had to make sure to say biological males. You can't just say trans people. Like, we all don't fucking know who you're talking about when you say trans people. You got to make sure you get in there and misgender. Queen behavior. Exactly. She said, if you're a woman and you want to play, you should play. If you consider yourself a woman, then you should play. Boom.
Do you think transgender women should be able to participate
That's your question
in
you want
basketball?
me to ask. I mean, you want to ask, so I'll give you that. Yes. Yes. So now the barnstorm of people are going to flood my timeline and be a distraction to me on one of the biggest days of our game. And I'm okay with that.
Oh my God, she ate him up. She really did. She was like, this nonsense question. The answer is yes. And now I'm going to have to deal with all the backlash when I should be able to focus on my game and the shit that's important and not trying to keep certain women out of sports. Legend. Absolutely. We stand. Yes, we stand. We cannot help but stand. Oh my God. Christy has just entered. Christy's in the chat. Popeyes has entered the chat. Let's fucking go. Thank you so much. We got Popeyes. I love this woman. Yes, my coach. Bro, so I heard about this earlier when I was looking into stuff to talk about on the show. And I was like, okay, she's a South Carolina coach. Like, I'm pretty sure that's Southern. How Southern is that, right? Because I'm from the South. I'm from Arkansas. So I pulled up a map of the regions. And this is the American South. Right up in here, South Carolina is as southern as Arkansas. So this is, I feel like that makes it even more significant. This is even more surprising to me. I love that she's standing up for trans women as a coach, as someone who, you know, is in this space and it means a lot to her. And this shit's her life. She is standing up for trans women to play sports. And in a state that is a red southern state. You had to get a map. Well, yeah, I did. Yep. That's that. But just to see like how South, of course I knew South Carolina was the South, but I'm like, was it, you know, how South are we talking? It's pretty fucking South. So we love to see that. We stand. People like her should be in office, not these boomers with outdated views on society. Absolutely. Yeah. Like President Trump bragging about passing a dementia test is not what I want from my president. I mean, nothing he did is what I want from my president, but just across the board. Thank you, babe. Oh my God. Popeyes. I don't think age is the issue. It's no connection with people. That's true. That is true. But I think that there is also a certain amount of like people in their 80s and shit. That's, and no disrespect. Hey, this is Bayou Buffalo. I should have a blackened ranch. Thanks, darling. I love me some boomers. I absolutely do. But there is a certain point where you need to step back and let the people who are actually going to be affected by these decisions run the country. Because it just seems like if you know you got about 10 years max left in the tank, do you give a shit about global warming? No, you're going to pad your pockets and go on crazy vacations. Or at least that seems to be the trend from what I've observed. I don't know. Oh, yeah. You are being kicked out of the Mickey Mouse Fun Time Club for bad behavior.
Should I hide user or put user in timeout?
Hide user. Block. Ban.
Block.
Transphobe in the chat. Thanks, folks. Thank you for your help. My word. I cannot believe we had so many gifted subs. I guess not subs. Memberships. We're on YouTube, not Twitch. I'm gonna move my little blahage over. All right, so this, we've been on a map of the South for quite a bit. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh yes, we're very zoomed in. Do you guys like the picture, the little corner of a tree I've got for you here? Athlete responds. Oh, athlete ally responds to the anti-trans policy. So this is this is just more talking about how that incredible coach said what she said. Especially what I love is the grace in the face of that absolutely loaded question with saying biological males and all that shit. This is one of the biggest issues that women's sports faces. And she's like, "No, you're just making problems for me and everyone else that don't need to be there. And I got real shit to handle." I love her. Let's get her on the show. Call her up. Transphobes can't hang here. Exactly. You're not invited. Another win for Christy. Absolutely. Yep. If you're sus, you're out of here. All right. So that's that. Let's switch back over to the big cam. What do we think? How do we feel? Any athletes in the chat? I am not an athlete, but I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want so badly to play like softball or wiffle ball or something and have like a queer softball league or wiffle ball. Wiffle ball would be fun. Take a ride on the sus bus. Exactly. If you see something, say something. True. All right. All right. Now, what do we want next? J.K. Rowling or an influencer having an absolute breakdown about the fact that there was an all-gender restroom at an airport and filming in there. So, two different types of turf breakdowns. Well, maybe not necessarily turf, but transphobic breakdowns. We've got, maybe I'll do a poll. Actually, let me see.
Whoa, influencer breakdown. I will say.
Let's do a poll. J.K. Rowling or influencer. Both of them are basically breakdowns. We got 5 votes. We got 45 votes. Goodness. Y'all are quick. I'm going to have a bit of red beans and rice while the votes are being tallied. 72 votes in. 69% are saying influencer. Nice. Nobody touch it. Oh, wait. Oh, it's neck and neck. People are coming in with the J.K. Rowling. What's it going to be, folks? What's it going to be? We're at 66% hail. Binkman? That's what I'm going to start saying. Hail Binkman. That's our name for Binks. Just in case any of my family members are watching and I know that it would hurt their feelings if I said the real thing.
Red beans and rice didn't miss him.
That's right. Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to say that. Who was it that posted red beans and rice didn't miss her and everyone was really upset?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was like either Miley Cyrus or something. It was several years ago.
It's a song lyric. I know, I get it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, me too, but she probably didn't realize.
Influencer is at 60%. All right, we're going to let it go for just a few more. I honestly actually don't know how to turn it off. So we'll see. We're at 99 votes. When we get to 100, we'll end it. We'll end it all. Just one more vote. Someone's got to cast a vote. There it is. All right, it's influencer. Boom. Influencer wins with 62%. Oh, wait, 60. Right at the very end there. In stream. Yeah. Turns it off. Oh my God. I love red beans and rice. I'm so done with JK. Dude, me too. I can't stand her. I don't know how she's still talking. She talks about trans people more than I do. And it's my fucking job. For real. Thinking about J.K. Rowling stresses me out. Me too. Me too. All right. Good. We don't even have to look at her yet. We don't have to think about her. We don't have to talk about her. Because our next huge news story is the conservative influencer who filmed their breakdown in an all-gender restroom at the Kansas City airport. Just look at this. So this is a story from The Advocate. A far-right media personality with Turning Point USA. Boo. TPUSA. All I can think about is that Photoshop picture of Charlie Kirk's face really small on those like stupid-ass TPUSA posts that they used to make. You guys know what I'm talking about? Revealed that the only danger in a public bathroom is a right-wing extremist with a camera. Truly, the amount of transphobes filming people in the bathroom and accusing the people that they're filming of being creeps. The math ain't mathin'. All right, let me find that thing I was talking about. Charlie Kirk. I found it. That's photoshopped, right? Yeah. His face doesn't actually look like that. Dear liberals, you tell me not to put metal in the microwave, yet the microwave is made out of metal. Curious. Love this shit. Yeah, so that's Turning Point USA, in case you were wondering. So this influencer who's freaking out is from that organization, that lovely group. So let's see. Morgan McMichael. Oh, yes, I've heard this name. A right-wing social media influencer sparked a firestorm of mockery and criticism after she posted a video expressing her disdain for a gender-neutral bathroom at Kansas City International Airport in Missouri to X, formerly Twitter. Dead naming Twitter. Wow. Advocate. Do better. I'm here in Kansas City and I came across this all-gender bathroom, literally all gender. Literally all gender. But in your opinion, isn't there only two? So, like, is it really that bad? Of course, there's more. McMichael says in the clip that has been viewed nearly 12 million times as of publication time. Wow. All right, let's see. Let's go on over to X. Twitter. Oh, no. She's muted. Yeah, what the fuck was the plan here? Like, you... Sure, yeah. That'll go over great. Yeah, just film yourself going into the public bathroom at the airport. No, you're not the crazy one. You're the sane one in this situation. That's normal. That's good and normal. I liked it better on mute. Truly.
Guys, I'm here in Kansas City, and I came across this all-gender bathroom. Literally all gender. Look at this. 20 stalls, all gender. This is crazy. Forgive me for filming in a bathroom, but this is...
So you agree? So you agree you shouldn't film in a public bathroom? So you agree? Forgive me for filming in a public bathroom. No, I will not, and neither will the law. What you're doing is illegal. You are not forgiven. Forgive me for filming in a public bathroom. All right, let's keep going.
all gender. I hate this. I absolutely hate.
Then walk your ass out of there. I know for a fact there are other like gender separate bathrooms in this airport. I hate this. This is so creepy. This is so weird. Yeah, true.
I've never seen an all-gender bathroom. I'm not going in here. I don't like this.
Do you have separate bathrooms at your home for men and women? Otherwise, you have. Literally every private bathroom, every single stall bathroom is an all-gender bathroom.
I bet this lady hates the family restrooms and places have. Where's the gender I crave?
Where's the gender I crave? For real. Oh my God. There are also single restrooms available. Oh, yep. Get noted. Nobody is forced to use the all-gender restroom. It is merely an option. Do you find this helpful? Yes, I do. Why are you filming with others in the restroom? Exactly. You're literally seconds away from gender-restricted bathrooms for both women and men that are nearby, and yet you're choosing to go in the one gender-neutral bathroom and film inside like a weirdo. What do you do on an airplane? Those are all gender. I shit my pants, liberal. What do you think? Gay City is trending. What does that mean? And Katya? See, I'd rather be looking at Gay City and Katya. That's where we should be right now. That's where we got to take this stream. What do you mean by that? Gay City. Oh, is this Sacramento? Because I know that they just became an, sanctuary city. Just found out Gay City is fake. No! Straight man jumped in Gay City for refusing to twerk. Oh, I forgot that sometimes there's just straight up NSFW on Twitter. We got to be careful. We got to watch ourselves, dude. Remember?
Yeah, remember?
Remember that one stream?
No, I don't.
No,
I know
that
what
never
you're
happened.
talking about.
I don't remember that. Nope. I bet you could fill a stadium with all the things you hate. True. Truly. Jump him. Redacted. This is the first time I've managed to catch you live. Amy, I'm so glad you're here. Glad you're catching the stream. We're roasting some transphobes and going to Gay City. Won't you take me to Gay City?
That's not how that goes.
Fuck. All right. All right. All right. Is there anything else of note with this story?
Wait until she finds out all roads are gender neutral.
All roads. Boycott roads. Okay. Yeah, we got that. Let's take a look at what else we have to talk about today. Now, of course, there is the J.K. Rowling stuff. You've probably heard about this because this is a few days old. I mean, if you're like me, normal people, if you got a functioning regular ass brain, maybe you haven't heard of this. But if you're like me, this is old news because it came out on April 2nd, a week ago. About the Vatican report? No, but we could definitely talk about that. Yeah, the Pope was like being trans. Yeah, let's talk about that too. Let me find a news story that I can read from so I'm not just like, freestyling on the beat. Because what the hell? Basically, they just disavowed, disowned. They said no. They said trans wrongs.
Oh.
Yeah. Vatican document says that SRS is a threat to human dignity and all this shit. I don't know, a bunch of bullshit. But it's like, that's pretty bold coming from the organization that, I don't know. I don't want to be on their good side, if I'm being honest. They want to protect the diddlers and I don't know. JK rolling balls. Let's go, sunshine.
Super chat for JK rolling balls.
Fuck yeah, $5 super chat for that, and it's so worth it. Like Catholics of all people, you're gonna play the moral high ground. Okay. We know what y'all be doing. Not all Catholics, of course, but like the system. The system, man. Yeah, so basically, the Vatican blasts gender affirming surgery. Vatican declares transgender surgery should never be attempted. Hey, yo. Thank you. But the system, exactly with a C, the system. The priests and the altar boys, I mean, we all know what happens there. So, I'm not going to be judged by these guys, the fuck? What are you reading?
T. Hunter's message, read it.
Now, which one?
Didn't someone do that? Went around with a photo of JK asking conservatives if they thought she was a man, and a lot of them said yes.
Oh, someone went around with a photo of J.K. Rowling asking conservatives if they thought she was a man. A lot of them said yes. I love that. I have been working on a video about transvestigators, and it is so funny. There was this transvestigator group on Facebook dedicated to transvestigating people, and the leader of the group then got transvestigated by a different member of the group who was insisting she was, a trans person. And then she came back and said, no, I'm cis, and actually the person who accused me is trans. And so it was like this whole infighting thing within the group where they're all, a group of transvestigators is then transvestigating each other. It's truly something to witness. I mean, my word, bro. So yeah, I don't have a ton of thoughts because if I really unleash and just say what I'm thinking, it's not going to be very polite about the Catholic stuff. But you get the picture. You get the point. And I'll just leave it at that. I don't hold their opinion very highly. I'll say that. It's rarely unfortunate for people who are Catholic and also trans, but like, I can't really wrap my mind around that as someone with a lot of religious trauma. Why? Like, I respect it. I respect everyone, if they want to have a religion, that's great. But I don't understand it. But I think it is unfortunate for them because now the religion that they follow and base their life on is saying, hey, fuck you, pal. But it kind of has already said that in a lot of ways to a lot of folks. This just in, the church is not an ally, right? I'm shocked. So yeah, rip.
Just a heads up, you have the chat now on a dark background.
Oh my God. You know, that's how it's going to stay, because it took me so long to change it. And then when I go to react and it's on white, then we need it on with a black text.
Just live things.
That's also why I have an issue with the LDS. They say they're okay with people being gay. They just can't get married in the church. Right, exactly. It's like when they say shit like, hate the sin but love the sinner. And it's like, I'm not fucking sinning by being trans, you know? Or like, I can't judge you, God will judge you. Only God can judge you for that. And I'm like, will God judge me for this, or will God not exist? You know, but it's a rude fucking thing to say. And it's another one of those moral high ground things where they're like, oh, you know, I don't even know. I don't want to talk about it. It's making me mad. So yeah, a lot of religious trauma. Maybe we have a religious trauma stream, and then we just really, and then I unload. But of course, there are plenty of individual people who do follow a religion who are absolutely wonderful. A lot of wonderful Christian people, Catholic people, all sorts of people, you know, who are really great people and loving and not judgmental and not homophobic and don't use their religion to be shitty.
My best friend.
But unfortunately, you know, I just feel like if you can use your religion to fucking justify homophobia, fucking slavery, and all this shit, maybe the religion is not the best. But there's a lot of really wonderful people who do follow religions that I don't follow, that I do respect the people. Been studying cults, and I was curious if you've ever seen a transphobe actually claim transgenderism is a cult. Many seem to imply, oh yeah, absolutely. Constantly. It's hard to pinpoint an exact one, but in my comments all the time, when I was on Twitter, absolutely. Yes. Oh yeah. I've been accused of being like a recruiter for a cult just by being trans online. Yes, they say the word cult. They specifically use that word a lot. A religious trauma stream might be interesting. Yeah, we might do that. Demonetize for real on that stream. We're not holding back. Truly. But yeah, I do, you know, I don't want to make anyone feel bad if they have a religion. As long as you're really actually following it and not just using it as an excuse to be a bad person, then I respect it. I love this cult. Me too. How do you deal with hate comments like that? It just depends. I think that the really intense ones don't actually get to me. The ones that are like just misgendering me and saying shit, like really outlandish shit to try to get under my skin. I'm like, okay, you're just trying to make me mad, and that's not working. I don't care. But I mean, there are certain types of comments that do bother me. I think people projecting bad intentions onto me bothers me. You know, people who are like, I follow you and I normally like what you're saying, but you should know better than to do X, Y, Z. And I'm like, obviously that's not what the fuck I'm trying to do. You know, I don't know. Like people who get, I don't want to say it because then people are going to know how to get to me. I'll give you an example. Like my dogs. Goose is overweight, and she has been for many years, but she's got birth defects because she was the runt. She's got problems and she's been on a diet for a long time, but she also is fixed. She's older. She's had puppies. So like she holds weight. She's healthy. We take them on walks. We have her on diet food. But she hasn't lost weight. And I get comments that are like telling me that I'm a bad dog owner, that like I'm abusing my dog because she's fat. And I'm like, dude, I'm trying, and I've been trying for years, and I don't love people, you know, like I said, projecting intentions on me, like bad intentions, just thinking that I'm trying to have a fat dog. Goose is our skinny queen, exactly. So that's the kind of stuff that bothers me. The transphobia honestly doesn't. People will say my dead name and shit, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you wouldn't know it if I hadn't posted it. Like, it doesn't bother me that bad. They're jealous of her curves. Exactly. We love Goose. Our whole community is Goose-based. We love Goose. Faith or no, basic decency requires little effort. Exactly, Migs. I love that. Wonderfully put. Very wonderfully put. Damn, we're out of Red Bull. People are so quick to judge when they don't know the actual context of why. Yes, exactly. And I feel like I get the stuff that bothers me is people with just bad faith, assuming the worst intentions, and you know that if there is something that I could be doing wrong, I must be doing that wrong. I'm like, all right, everyone, fucking chill. Goose called. Let's go. So, I'm loving the chat. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. Lots of lovely, chill people in here. Sorry for getting on my soapbox. Let's get back to the news. 100% Ty. The bad faith of it all is what makes it so exhausting, truly. And it's like, why do I have to constantly explain myself about every fucking thing that I do? Can you guys not? Do you think that poorly of me that I'm just that I'm just going through life? I don't know. That's it. The Gult. The Goose cult is the Gult. I hate it. Thanks, Bella. I hate it. I'm a mom to a 14-year-old demi boy. I just want to thank you, Ty, for being a good role model for them. Oh, that's so kind. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Oh, I'm just getting here. Did someone say something mean? Hi, Mom. No. Christy's taking everyone out that's saying mean stuff. We're just talking about in general, like hate comments and, talking about transphobia, getting a little venting, a little bit of ranting about all sorts of stuff. It's cathartic. But I just don't want to sit here and like bitch everyone's ears off. But it's nice to talk about. W Mom. She's ready to fight. She's like, well, no, okay, what was that? Someone was being mean? What people need to remember is that they're only getting a snapshot of someone else's life. Exactly. What are you talking about, cloacas? My word. All right, next news. We have to do it. J.K. Rowling. Boo. Double toil and trouble. J.K. Rowling stoops even lower, mocks hate crime law, and dares police to arrest her. So she's been talking about this for a while. A couple months ago when they announced that there might be the inclusion of trans people, or there was the intention of including trans people in a new hate crime law that included like certain types of discrimination, like hate speech. J.K. Rowling made a huge stink about that. We talked about the tomatoes in the chat. Oh my God. Bro, chat's cracking me up. I hate how she acts like such a victim when she's so privileged, for real. How you going to be a billionaire How you going to live in a literal, actual fucking castle and sitting there and just cower all day and foam at the mouth about the fact that trans people exist? You could do anything, and that's what you do. Oh, and the British Prime Minister defended her behavior. Boo! What is the Prime Minister? Is that like the president? What's he do? I'm moving the chat. Are you saying, oh my God, to me? Because I don't know.
No, the chat's going so fast.
Oh. Big chat energy. All right, chat. You're getting shrunk. Honey, I shrunk the chat. J.K. Rowling is really mad that Scotland's new hate crime law encompasses transgender people. I love how this is written. Who wrote this? Ryan Adam Sesky. I love this. This is just, it's the perfect way to put it. She's literally just mad that the hate crime law encompasses transgender people.
In Scotland.
In Scotland. What?
Where does she live?
She lives in Scotland also, I
Okay,
think.
thought
She's got multiple homes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still though, she's never
Right.
here all the time.
No, I think Scotland is the one where she owns the castle, and then she has one in London, I think, that is like a historical landmark that she is very publicly known for owning. But one time, like 3 trans people showed up there to protest after she'd pulled some transphobia, and she got on Twitter and was crying and saying that she had been doxxed by them. And it's like, literally, you own a historical landmark and everyone knows you live here because you've been in the news for having lived here, for pulling shit, like buying her neighbors' houses to tear it down and make a garden to make her lawn bigger, like all this shit. Anyways,
Your mom said, I'd like to pay that bitch a visit.
my mom said, I'd like to pay that bitch a visit. I wouldn't stop you. No, Mom, don't worry about it. J.K. Rowling, bro. So Rowling took to X to pin a lengthy thread slamming the legislation, claiming without evidence that the transgender inclusion has serious consequences for women's and girls' rights and safety. If I can't hate crime women, then that is a threat to my safety. If I can't hate crime trans women, of course, then you know, girls all over the world are in trouble. Oh, let's see. Is this the thread? So she's talked about this multiple times. Yes, it was her April Fool's joke. So funny. So what she did was she did this whole ass thread. And like, how do you even know this many trans women? You're obsessed. J.K. Rowling. So she's pretending to praise all of these trans women but is, you know, and gendering them correctly. And just talking about them in a very fucking rude way that I'm not going to read because it's like just so triggering and unnecessary. But shit like campaigner for a children's charity. I don't know. She's pointing these people out like they're just fucking terrible. And of course there are some examples of trans people who have done some shitty stuff. Absolutely. But like, does that represent the entirety of every trans woman that exists? Does that mean we should get hate crime? And just describing them as just weird shit, you know, saying that this woman used to steal underwear. Like, who knows what J.K. Rowling, like what was originally said that she is portraying as this? I don't know because I wasn't there to listen to that talk, but I'm sure it wasn't that. She switched from straight man to lesbian at the age of 48. She didn't switch from straight man to lesbian. She transitioned. She came out. I mean, these are the people that are like, I respect trans people. You can be trans if you're an adult, that's fine, but don't do it as a kid. And then when a trans adult comes out, they're like, Actually, you would have been trans the whole time if you were really trans. Shut the fuck up. You don't switch at 48 like that means anything. Like, she came out at 48. Great. I love that. I wish more people would realize that you don't have to be just starting out in life to transition and become your authentic self. That's wonderful. But then, of course, using that as a reason to invalidate a trans woman. So she's going through this thing, sarcastically praising trans women, only to say April Fools. Obviously, the people mentioned in the above tweets aren't women at all. Jackie Sins, thank you so much. JKR is also a Holocaust denier. Oh my God, I didn't even know that. That doesn't surprise me. Particularly with regards to how the Nazis G-sided trans people. Right, I did see that. Bro, she's obsessed for real. Like, she's truly super villain ass shit. So then she's going on this long rant about how she's actually the one who's being the victim here. She's being personally victimized by the fact that trans women, that trans people in general are now protected under these hate crime laws. So arrest me, #April Fools, #Hate Crimes Act Scotland. That's the one that got me. She's like, look at me, I'm hate criming. But then the police announced, no, what you're doing here doesn't even fall under what's protected. Like, you can still be fucking transphobic and say shit like this. So this huge stink that she's making over nothing, saying, I can't misgender trans women anymore. I can't say, all this shit. No, you still can. Like, that doesn't even count under what is protected. So yeah, you're freaking the fuck out over nothing and making yourself look like an ass. What's new? But yeah, the police released a statement that was like, no, we're not arresting you for this. The last time that I talked about this subject is when she was fantasizing, when it, first came out that this was intended, and now that it's passed, she's made a whole fucking thing about it. When it first came out, she made this whole thread like fantasizing about what her life in prison would be like when she gets arrested for, I don't remember what she said, but essentially for harassing trans people. She's talk about privilege, literally. Yeah. Absolutely insane. I'm wondering. Oh yeah, officials have said that misgendering alone will not be punished. It is ultimately up to local law enforcement to decide to move forward with the case. Law is about protecting people from a rising tide of hatred. Unless your behavior is threatening or abusive and intends to stir up hatred, then you have nothing to worry about. Yeah, because J.K. Rowling is acting like if you accidentally misgender someone, if you unknowingly, if you're at work, if you're working at Starbucks and someone comes in and orders a drink, and you say, have a good day, sir. Boom. Call the cops. Book them. Because if that wasn't the right pronoun, No, that's not how it works. But that's how she's acting. That's the kind of shit that they pretend is happening because, it would take that level of shit for them to actually be a victim in this situation, which they're not. They just hate trans people and want to find a reason to pretend like they are being victimized. Book 'em, boys. Pew, pew, pew. Exactly. I haven't been keeping up with the chat. What do they be saying, Krusty? A lot.
Just fuck her, honestly.
Yep. All my homies hate J.K. Rowling. The eyebrow wax didn't work. I went the wrong way. This is flipped. I just brushed against the grain on my eyebrow, dude.
There's no wax on it.
There we go. It's just hate. It truly is. Yo, Triller, my shit is flipped. My shit is flipped.
What are you wearing?
What am I wearing? I'm wearing the Stay Huge merch. Thank you. I got the shirt and the hat, the killer combo going. By the way, folks, I have seen some of y'all's orders have been delivered. Make sure to stick that shit in the Discord or tag me on Instagram with that. I'd love to see it. I would like to see it. I got new merch coming out soon, boys. Skeletiturner.com for all of your merch needs. Hello, hello. I hate how her hate is actually being defended so loudly, not just by people in echo chamber, but by freaking politicians. Oh yeah. I mean, when you are a billionaire, an extremely politically active billionaire like J.K. Rowling, yeah, you've got power, you've got influence. And the fact that she uses that to directly impact, the laws around trans people is really fucked. Chair merch. Maybe we'll get some chair merch. I'll start selling chairs.
Why are you shaving your mullet?
Why am I shaving my mullet? Oh, thank you for asking. You see the Shave the Mullet Fund right here. If we go to $2,500, if we meet that goal by the end of the month, 20 days to go, well, then I will be shaving my mullet. I'm offering it to you as a sacrifice because, of course, I love my mullet. And so do you. Universally beloved mullet. Nobody dislikes it. But I'm willing to part with it because I'm trying to get a new camera. So we're raising money for a new camera. And if we get it, we're going to shave the mullet. And I was thinking maybe at the halfway mark, we shave the sides. Do a little, yeah? You want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Is your setup supposed to look like a casino? No, it's just like a little background. It's a newsroom. Bring, bring. That'd be fun. Huge casino. Loot boxes. Goose loot. Exactly. Everybody loves my mullet. That's what I'm saying. Nobody has had anything negative to say. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. Once upon a time, roughly 8, I want to say, years ago, I got a mohawk. I shaved a mohawk. And I got flamed so hard for it on my YouTube comments that I literally shaved it off. And I am just saying, I have grown as a person. I have grown into my confidence and doing what I want to do for my shit. Oh my God. Eve, what are you thinking? $200? Whoa. For the mullet fund. I appreciate that. Wow. Let's fucking go. That's insane. Oh, it's like $6. Oh, is it a different currency? Well, even then, thank you so much. No, hey, $6 is $6 closer to shaving the mullet. I'll tell you that. Well, that's still exciting. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. But anyways, now as a seasoned professional trans man on the internet, I always get shit for my mullet, and I've kept this shit since 2018? Yeah. Before the mullets were back in, and I love it. It's a big number for us. I love it. If they put the donations in cents instead of dollars, I feel like that would have a much bigger impact on me. Like I would still react like that. Even knowing that it's not that big of a number, I love to see it that way. But $6 is a solid donation. Thank you. I very, very much appreciate that. But yeah, when we get to half, which is what, $1,250? Yep, $1,250. I will shave the sides of the mullet, and then I will have a mole hawk. And then, we'll shave the other half, and of course, keep the rat tail when and if the time comes to do so. Does anyone know what the weather is like right now? That's a great question. In fact, why don't we head on over to our field correspondent and see what she has to say about the weather. All right, let's do it. Uh-oh. The weather is not weathering. All right, let's try it again. It's not working.
Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh, we're having technical issues. There is no weather. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Ooh, I'm still here. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Follow my voice. Follow my voice. Don't worry. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Here I am. Okay. Okay. Hey, yo, Mix. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. We're going to figure it out. I got it. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. I got it. I got it.
On the eclipse path because it went dark.
Yeah. I looked right at it. Shit's been dark ever since then. Okay. This is what we're doing. Let the gaggle grow. I love that. Thank you. My gosh, I'm going to have so many of those to add. Don't worry, folks. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to do this another way. All right. Here it is. Over to our field correspondent with the weather. Live. Currently happening. Totally live. She is standing very still as we speak. All right, let's see what she has to say. Rip, I'm so sorry I've been muted. So that was the weather. Now we know. And I was saying that I totally support the MB mullet. Think you should absolutely do that. I love hearing all of this. Thank you. Radioactive Tiger for the $1.99. I love hearing all of this. We didn't hear the weather. Oh, okay. Let's bring it back. All right. All right. One more time. We're going to cut back to our live field correspondent out in the field live right now with the weather. Let's see what she has to say. All right. And there we have it. That's it. That's as loud as it gets. Now we know. Oh, shoot. Whoa, shit. Oh, shoot. Let me see something. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whoa. That is not where I meant to put us. Look at this.
Whoa.
The void.
Nobody-
I'm going back to this one. Was there meant to be sound? A little bit. There were pigeons in the background. Were you silent or were you silenced? Let her speak. The void becomes me. Thank you so much. Speaking of void, where's Binks?
In the living room.
Oh,
When was this bit born? Since huge news.
since huge news, since the first episode. Let's see. It's been a few months. Huge news. Hey, yo, thank you. Let's see. I like how some of my videos I haven't watched my own videos, apparently. When was it? Oh, this one right here. This is huge. This was the first episode of Huge News 2 months ago. So go check that out. And then, of course, the most recent one is also Huge News. We've got this amazing Photoshop picture of Ron DeSantis as a Girl Scout, but the badges that he's collecting are anti-trans badges. And Christy photoshopped that. Let me just pull that up so you can see that. And in the meantime, let's look at Binks. Here, show him, if you don't mind, please and thank you. Baby bear. He's sleepy.
He's sleepy. He is eepy. Goodbye.
Thank you. Okay. Check this out. Isn't this so funny? So Christy photoshopped this for me of Ron DeSantis because like they're collecting anti-trans laws like Girl Scout badges over there. So she did this. It's got a tennis racket that are trans colors, Trixie Mattel, bathrooms, T-shot, and then the ABCs of LGBT. And they're all crossed off. So I thought that was pretty good. She's very talented. You amaze me.
Thank you.
Give him anti-high heel one. Oh, true. The tinfoil hat. Yeah, we should have slapped a tinfoil hat on him. Also an anti-vaxxer badge. Is he an anti-vaxxer? I believe that. What do you have to do to get the Trixie badge? You ban drag queens. It's not one you want. Tinfoil drag wig. I love that. Them being crunchy. All right, folks. I think that we have some more story, some more news. Let's go ahead and end on a high note. Another story from The Advocate. I guess just Advocate, not the. We're kind of like real zoomed in. Thousands of paper hearts flood Idaho Capitol as lawmakers pass anti-LGBT bills. So, in order to make a statement, the 48,000 paper hearts represented the 48,000 LGBTQ plus people living in Idaho. That's, I really appreciate it. Did I say Idaho earlier or did I say Ohio? Who lives in Idaho? Not me, but apparently 48,000 queer folks. I love this. I love to give a visual representation of the human beings behind these numbers, 48,000, that is quite a bit. Thousands of paper hearts rained down inside the Idaho Capitol as state lawmakers considered several bills targeting the LGBTQ plus community. The Idaho State Senate approved the bills earlier this week, sending them to the Republican Governor Brad Little for signature. House Bill 538 would prevent public employees from being required to use people's preferred pronouns and names. House Bill 421 redefines gender to be synonymous with sex, so that's another trans erasure bill. Very unfortunate. That screws people over in a lot of ways, especially on IDs and documents and stuff. And when it comes to insurance, all sorts of shit. Which is contrary to the scientifically supported definitions upheld by all major medical organizations. I love when they say that because it's so true and you should say it. House Bill 668, a law put forth earlier this year that bans public funds such as Medicaid from covering gender affirming care, was also signed by Little last week. Damn, they're running the full gambit on the anti-trans laws here. So in protest, the American Civil Liberties Union of Idaho took to social media to ask residents to mail in homemade paper hearts across just 10 days. Wow. They collected over 48,000. That is insane. Zendata, have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for coming by the stream. So, and they also had a cleanup crew who came in and cleaned up afterwards, and they plan on using the hearts for something else in the future. That's pretty incredible. I think that's wonderful. I think that's a wonderful way to show them, visually what's going on. I think it would be perhaps even more effective if 48,000 people showed up. And then did, and kept it peaceful and respectful, of course. Or, I love the hearts, though. This is very lovely. I think that's great. And we love to see it. We love to see the support and, making these lawmakers face the community that they're passing laws about. Yes, got to be peaceful. Absolutely. Unless, no, I'm just kidding. So that's where I'm going to end it on a high note. You've already been told good night.
You were saying good night to the other person.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were just saying good night. I just saw that. Good night. Well, good night to anyone who's leaving. Sorry, Zendata, you can stay. You don't have to go to bed yet. We got all the babies in here. But I have been on a high note. Well, the hearts, I think that's good. I think it's a good place to end. I think, they did something impactful, even if it's for an unfortunate reason. Like, there are groups that are fighting back. How do I get to the Discord? Hello, Lucky Punk. You can join the channel, which will grant you access to the Discord. And that, of course, will also get you the custom emojis. It'll get you the little goose badge. Or you can go over to skeletiturner.com and join the Goose Troop Elite. We have different tiers offering different perks there. It is a private Discord. It is, you do have to join the channel and pay the one-time fee of $2 to come in by joining the channel. But then once you do that, you don't have to stay a member. Of course, I prefer that you did. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. The Discord's wonderful. Come on over there. Everybody head to the Discord after the stream. We'll be in the stream channel, chatting about what's going on here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and have my Popeyes, because I've just been sitting here looking at it, smelling it. Unfortunately, the food was delivered like right as the stream started. So I'm like, damn. And I'm not going to eat on stream because mouth sounds are gross. So thank you all for watching today. I know that the topics weren't incredibly fun, but it was fun to, if we have to experience this shit, let's experience it together. That's what I think. Jackie Sins, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Wow. You guys have been on it tonight. We got all sorts of new members. Thank you. All the gifted memberships. Really appreciate it. Everyone who, oh, hell yeah. Everybody who was gifted a membership, you are now, you're going to have access to the Discord. Go check out the community tab on my channel. You'll see members only posts there with the link to the Discord. You can join that way. Everybody have a wonderful night. Hey, yo, damn B. Take my homo coin for the road. I appreciate it.
Hey, Foxboy Daniel, their name is officially legal now. Just wanted.
Hey, legal name change. Foxboy Daniel, congratulations. We love to see it. All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to come back. We're streaming every day of the month. So come on back tomorrow. We'll hang out. Nani just heard that goose sound and she perked up. You like that? You like goose? All right, everybody. Have a good night. And of course, stay huge. Bye.